79 and 80. Just kidding. What is up, Bodyweight exercise fans? In today's video, we're covering one of the most asked questions I get on this channel. How many reps do you need to do in order to build muscle? How many reps do you need to do in order to build strength? Is there a difference between these two rep ranges? Now, I've actually answered this question in the past in the middle of a really long Q&A video. So probably most of you don't remember it, or you've maybe even skipped over it. So I'm resharing that part today, since I also went through all the current scientific data. That video was a few years old, but I went through all the current studies to make sure that nothing has changed. There's nothing new when it comes to this topic. It turns out nothing has indeed changed at all. Check it out. It's as dense as possible without being too long, too boring. That being said, if you're new here, make sure that you also join our free over 30 calisthenics community. That's where I share all kinds of helpful material like the one I'm sharing with you today. There are free calisthenic routines. Either you want to train 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 times per week, and overall a really cool community of like-minded men that are into bodyweight exercise. So check it out. There's a link in the top pinned comment below, and until next time, keep on training. I'm not sure how many reps to do per set. Do I max out, or is it timed sets? So the short answer here is you want an amount of reps that you can get consistently across sets. So for example, don't start with 12 pull-ups and in your second set you do 8, and in your third set you do like 6. Get an amount of reps that you can keep pretty consistent across sets. For example, 10, 10, and 9. In general, from research on hypertrophy, we know that as long as you're working close to technical failure, you can be working as high as 40 reps and still make really good gains. In the past, we used to think that you need to work somewhere between 8 and 12 reps to build muscle. Below that it's strength, above that it's endurance. But that is something that doesn't seem to be a fact anymore. We know that as long as you're working close to failure, you'll be making gains, even again as high as 40 reps. Now, my recommendation is that you find a progression that keeps you, that brings you close to technical failure around basically between 5 and 20 reps. The reason that I don't recommend going a lot higher than 20 is just for practical reasons. It makes your workout a lot longer. And for a lot of people, I also see from experience with personal coaching here, where I train people locally with calisthenics, when they work above 20 repetitions, pretty often their form won't be that good. So, it's a lot easier, if you're doing a ton of reps, to mess up your form. Whereas if you're working somewhere between a range of 5 and 20 repetitions, it's easier to stay focused.